Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is an unexpected vlogging day because we had the thing happen.
Freezer mishap.
Well, not really a mishap. It just decided to go out. Now
It's not a mishap.
Well,
It's a pain in the arse, is what it is.
okay, it's a pain in the arse, and she's not wrong. We did have plans late spring, early summer this year to go on ahead and take the moment to completely clear it out, make sure that we didn't have any older preserved things in there that we had forgotten about that maybe fell down to the very bottom. And then we were going to do a clean out, let it defrost, and do all of the things that a freezer needs in order to continue to function. It just decided to do it prematurely on us. And so the result is that we have some things that we did not have space for in our upright freezer to fit. And namely, that's going to be, these are Gala apples, and we got these from our local apple farm. These we had diced for Macy, to be precise, because our dog loves apples, and so she gets apples as part of her diet. Very nutritious, so they were already, like I said, peeled, diced, and then they were just in gallon freezer bags out there. But by the time we found them and they were closer to the top, there was no refreezing that.
Dog applesauce.
Yeah, so we're making doggy applesauce. And on top of that, we also had a bag of the peaches and what was it? Was it a
5 pound?
5 pound? It was a 5 pound bag of blackberries also that were kind of in the same area of the freezer that seemed to defrost quicker than the rest of it. There were other things that were still at least half frozen. So we had some sauces, we had some salsas that were, pesto, tomatillo sauce. They were par frozen, still. So I was able to get those over to Mom, and Mom was able to make room in the upright and shove them into the upright freezer, at least temporarily. So the plan is, number one, obviously we are making doggy applesauce, and that's been kind of cooking since last night and just cooking it down a little bit more so that it gets more of a sauce-like texture. We've got our water bath canner out, and it's all prepped to go. We've also got our cans out. And then all of these peaches and blackberries, we have just bumbled them together. So guys, if you remember the video where I did the peach preserves, we're going to do something similar. Bumbling them together is just what you do when you have little bits of something that is not going to equal enough to put the energy into fully canning just that one thing. But besides that, we also reserved some because we didn't have a total amount of blackberries that would make very much in the way of preserves. It would have made maybe 3 jars. So we decided to split the difference, and we're going to make a blackberry cobbler. So while this is cooking down, Mom is over here working on a dough for the cobbler that will be going into the oven that is currently preheating. And it's going to be at 375 when we put the cobbler in. Obviously, not there yet. And if you didn't notice, yes, I was damaged in the line of duty. My mother had nothing to do with it. Unfortunately, I can honestly say that was all me. Yeah, call me Gracie. So, I am going to go on ahead and put you on some hyperlapse right now, because we do have a little bit of kitchen mayhem, because it happened last night. So I'm going to work on this bumbled blackberry and peach mixture. Mom's going to be working on the cobbler, and we'll see you guys back in a bit. Probably when I need to go to water bath can our doggies applesauce, which is very close to being in the offing. So, all right, hyperlapse beginning here. So you've seen me working on the preserves here. We've only got about 1, maybe 2 more rounds that we'll need to do on that, and then it should be ready to be jarred. But we are definitely ready to start adding our applesauce into our water bath canner, and then we'll have them on here for about 20 minutes at a rolling boil. Okay, so let me get you into position, guys. Okay guys, so we had approximately 5 cups, maybe 6 cups of fruit, maybe. And we have 5 jars, and then, yeah, 5 half pints to be precise. And then we have a little bit that wasn't even enough to try and put in cans to put on the shelf for later. Now, this method that you see here on the towel, turn you around here. So this is a European method where you put a hot ingredient that you're wanting to preserve. Usually it's something like a jam, a jelly, or preserves itself into the jar while it is still as hot as you can get it in there at. And then you tie the lid on tight, or screw it down tight, and then you flip it upside down and leave it there for at least 24 hours. Throughout the day or the evening, whenever, you should be hearing pops as the jelly or the preserve comes down and it starts suctioning. So it just kind of pulls it right up,
Creates a vacuum
and
seal.
creates a vacuum seal. These are usually good for, they say 3 months. We've had them longer than 3 months, but you'll want to keep an eye out. And if you miss one on your shelf and you go to it, just know that it may be an item that you might have to throw out if you hadn't gotten to it soon enough. And you'll know because it will mold and on the top. So you'll be able to see it very, very clearly. It won't be you're going to eat it and have food poisoning and then figure it out later. You'll know when you open it, which is actually a bonus to this method because you know, and you're not going to take the risk of consuming an item that's going to make you or your family members ill. So, all right, we are still working on, Mom's chopping on dinner over here. So,
Root vegetables.
yeah, all the root vegetables are going in the pan. They'll go into the oven for dinner and get all nice and roasty. We have 3 minutes left over here on the water bath. And then also, let me turn you around. We have our blackberry cobbler ready for the evening. So the only thing I'll have to do is cook the steak for dinner. And then after dinner, we'll just work on getting the kitchen cleaned up because ironically enough, we did a very large shopping haul. Yesterday, we were out at the big grocer. So when we got back and we found the freezer was defrosting itself, we ended up just not dealing with what didn't absolutely need to go in the refrigerator yesterday evening because we were worn out between getting that stuff taken care of and bringing in what we needed to bring in and then getting just the stuff in the refrigerator put away, not counting that we did a bunch of running around yesterday too. So we're almost there for today, and I will see you back here in a little bit when we go to pull the applesauce out of the water bath. Okay guys, so we got that out of the water bath and I'm just letting the water cool down before I dump it into the sink. I really don't feel like having another burn today. I've had plenty, so I'm done with that. And then we're just gonna let these sit here and cool, probably overnight. And we'll work on getting them dated and then put up into the cupboards here and all tomorrow morning. Okay guys, so it is the next day. We're in the middle of still doing some cleanup. We have gone on ahead and we've removed the rings from the apple sauce for the dog. And all of these, I am proud to say, have completely sealed on. They're not moving, they're not mobile. If any of them had been, we just would have stuck them in the fridge and used them for her now. This European preserving method, we're just gonna go on ahead and start turning these guys upside down to finish the suction. Then we will date them and put a through date for 3 months and put them back on the shelf. I just thought I would go ahead and show that to you as well as You see this little dimple right there? Hopefully it's translating on the camera okay. That little dimple means that this guy has sealed. So when you see these little center dimples on a method like that, that means that you have your suction. This guy here is the only one that I'm questioning, so it might need to go in the refrigerator. But this guy's got one right there. This one's trying to develop one. So hopefully, now that we've turned it right side up, it should finish that suction process. Just thought I would go on ahead and pop on at the end of this video as I was going in to edit it and realize that I didn't show you guys this part. So guys, once again, as always, keep it simple, natural, and essential. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.